Welcome back to my lesson today. And today's lesson will be talking about music theory, introduction to triads, part 2. Remember, just continuing from part 1. If you have not watched the previous lesson on introduction to triads, please go back and watch the video so that you can be together in this video. Introduction to Triads, part 2 by joellukamasia. So in this video, last time we were talking about triads, and we described triads as a combination of 3 musical notes played together harmonically, and they consist of the root, the third, and the fifth. Now today we'll be talking about primary and secondary triads. Depending on triads function in harmony, they can be either be named as primary or secondary. So we name triads can be named as either primary or secondary. Primary triads in any key, stroke major or minor, are tonic or chord 1, subdominant or chord 4, and dominant or chord 5. We are simply meaning that primary triads, you can find them also in major keys, and also can find them in minor keys. So if you find, for example, the chord 1 or the tonic triad in any key, in a major key or in a minor key, we call that one a primary triad. And also find the chord 4 or the subdominant triad is also a primary triad. And we also have the dominant triad. So we have three primary triads. That is the tonic, subdominant, and dominant. Secondary triads in any major or minor keys are supertonic, the second, chord 2, mediant, the third, submediant, the 6th, and leading note, the 7th. So this is the same now. In either the major or the minor key, we still have the secondary triad. So in general, what I'm meaning is that we have both primary and second triads in both the keys, both the major keys and the minor keys. And these are primary triads are chord 1, chord 4, or chord 5. That is the tonics, subdominant, and the dominant. And the secondary triads are chord 2, chord 3, chord 6, and chord 7. That is the mediant, the supertonic, the mediant, the subdominant, and the submediant, and the leading note. An example of triad in C major. These are examples of triads in C major. Now, the tonic triads will be the first one. This one will be the tonic. It is in the key of C. It starts on the tonic note of the scale. So it starts on C. That will be the tonic triad. Then, and it's a primary triad. We see the second one is the supertonic triad, will be the secondary. Then the third one, the mediant, will be the secondary. And then you have the primary triad. This is the subdominant. The fourth. Then we have the fifth, that is the dominant triad. Then we have the 6th, being the submediant. Then we have the 7th, being the secondary triad. Then we have 1 again, the primary triad. You'll notice that I've been writing these numerical numbers. These are the Roman numbers. The Roman numbers, the first one being in capital and the others being in small. I have a reason why I've been writing them like that. I will explain to you in the next lesson. Now, types of triads. We have major triads, minor triads, augmented triads, and diminished triads. These should not confuse you with the types of intervals. Also, intervals, you have major, minor, augmented, and diminished. And if you have not watched my video on intervals, please go and watch my videos in intervals from part 1, part 3, so that you can have at least a better understanding of what is going on. So, types of triads, we have the major triads, minor triads, augmented triads, and diminished triads. So in today's lesson, I want us to focus on the major and minor. Now, the major triads have an interval of a distance of a major third from the root to the third, and an interval of the distance of a minor third from the third to the fifth, and a perfect fifth from the root to the fifth. Now, you see here the figure here, from the root to the third, the interval distance has to be a major third. So please go and watch the videos on intervals if you have not done them. If you're not understanding what is going on, please watch my videos on intervals. So you have a distance of from the root to the third, we call it, should be a distance of a major third. Then from the third to the fifth, this interval distance should be a minor third. Then from the root to the fifth, the distance here should be a perfect fifth. That is the quality of a major triad. A major triad should have that has it should have a perfect fifth from the root to the fifth, a major third from the root to the third, then a minor third from the third to the fifth. For you to make a major third, or for you to describe a major third, it should have those qualities. Interval distances should be like that. Example of a major triad in C major. For example, here we have an example from C to E, it's a major third. And then from C to G is a perfect fifth. Then from E to G is a minor third. Minor third. And I will still insist that please watch my video on intervals so that you can be able to know how I'm getting these answers, how I'm calculating and knowing this is a minor third, a major third, and so on. And this is how you will write the triad in C major, for example, starting from the middle C here, to be C, then E, then G. Now the quality of this triad is a major triad. Minor triads. Minor triads have an interval distance of a minor third from the root to the third, and an interval distance of a major third from the third to the fifth, and a perfect fifth from the root to the fifth. Now a minor third, from the root to the third, the interval distance should be a minor third. From the root to the fifth, the interval distance should be a perfect fifth. From the root to the fifth should be a perfect fifth. And then from the third to the fifth, the interval distance should be a major third. You'll notice that something similar between a minor third and a major third is that from the root, a minor triad and a major triad, is that the similarity is that the root and the fifth, they both have a perfect fifth. But we only have the differences between the distance between the third to the fifth and the root to the third. Now, a minor interval from the root to the third, the interval distance should be a minor third. And from the third to the fifth, the interval distance should be a major third. Examples of minor triads in C major. Now you're using a minor triad starting from C. That is, from C to A is a minor third. From C to E, it's a major third. From A to E, it's a perfect fifth. And that is the quality of a minor triad. Thank you so much for being with me in this lesson. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section there. And I will meet the next lesson. I'll be talking about diminished and augmented triads. And thank you again for watching the video. Subscribe to this channel, like, and leave a comment.